Hello again. Finished up some stuff at the warehouse, and I'm about to run to the storage unit to go get some more shelves to put online to hopefully sell them. So, in fact, that's been one of my biggest sellers lately, has been my shelves. I'm gonna go put a couple up in the office too. Oh my God, everything behind me is rattling. I kind of wanted just to chime in to kind of give an not necessarily example, but I guess it'd be in the realm of an example. Wow, hold on, need air conditioning. So yesterday, while everybody was celebrating Easter, the sun decided to say hello, and it did. If you go and look online, you'll see a bunch of graphics of the sun with a giant fireball and everything. And basically what happened is there was a very small X-class followed by a couple of M-class solar flares. And X-class is nothing to laugh at, but it's not the end of the world. And it hit over in Asia and did a radio blackout in Asia and parts of Australia. And you may think, oh, that's pretty bad. Well, it's a temporary thing. It's a radio blackout, not a radio destroyer. Wow, gas has already went from 366 to 409. Crap. Oh well, luckily I got me a little gas card I found in the storage unit. So, but there's a lot of people that are going to blow that way out of proportion. And it's not about, was it really bad? Was it not bad? But it's basically a reminder or a little, hello from the sun saying that it's still there and it has the capabilities of doing things like this. And this is, in past videos, I mentioned about this person just stopped in front of me to let a homeless man walk across a 3-lane highway. I will never understand the stupidity of others. Anyways, so it's basically a reminder of what could happen. And the reason I say it's not really a big deal, but it's a good reminder, is the solar flare that popped off on Sunday. If this is the sun and this is Earth, it was over here. Like, it wasn't even facing us, and it still was able to cause a temporary small radio blackout. But at the end of the day, if you were talking on the radio, all of a sudden everything quit working. It wasn't necessarily as small as it, than something we would experience over here. So what does that mean? That means, if for some reason we had a solar flare that was directed toward us and it was significant, we would probably lose power outages. We would probably have issues with our internet and our cell phones. And I've been saying this for a very long time. The sun is becoming very, very active. I think we've had over 30 in the past 2 weeks. But again, they've been very small. They've been nothing really to worry about. There's been a couple of tests of the Earth. We've had some strong M-class and some small X-class that's hit us, and we've had little blips and little issues, but it's not anything to worry about now. But I want to mention that this is the reason you should be prepared for anything. Now the person that I listen to, and I've been listening to him for 10 years now, is Suspicious Observers, and he backs everything up. It's very technical. He has literally wrote the book on space weather. He has the Weatherman's Guide to the Sun. He has the disaster app that actually predicts earthquakes. And this is something that he's been working on for years. And for the past 2 years, science has actually been saying, hey, this motherfucker's right. And like I said, the people that I listen to know a hell of a lot more than me. And Ben has been someone who, he runs a site. He's been one that has constantly proved himself to be the best of the best when it comes to that particular field. And when he worries, then I'm going to start to worry. But right now he's not worrying. I can tell you that he knows enough that he has uprooted his family and moved to a particular part of Colorado because he thinks that there's going to be a pole shift, which could cause the earth to retilt itself, which, that's a catastrophic event and nothing else matters at that point. And he's talked to a lot of scientists who do research on that, and he says that, to be able to live in preparation, that is kind of the best spot in America. I've mentioned that Jeff Bezos and a couple other very, very wealthy individual has bought a lot of property in Colorado. You have the Denver airport, which if you ever want to go down a rabbit hole, you can look up the Denver airport conspiracy. Some facts on it is it costs way more money to build that airport than any other airport in the world. There was so much dirt taken out that it shouldn't even stand. There's been a lot of dirt removal from underneath the airport, and back in the day, I believe they've been removed. But back in the day, there used to be a very, very apocalyptic paintings and a lot of, let's call it Mason or Illuminati images. In fact, there's a horse outside. I think they call it the pale horse, but it's a pale horse with either red or blue eyes. I believe they changed. I think I remember seeing both, but it's a very weird airport to be at. And if you believe in conspiracy theories, it's an interesting story to listen to. You can get yourself lost for quite a few hours. So and that's in Colorado, of course, and again, these are people who know way more than I do. I'm not trying to say this is what's going to happen. The only thing I'm saying is within your budget, within your knowledge and your realm of things, this is another reason to make sure you have a couple of extra cans of soup and an extra prescription of your pills. Make sure you have a go bag or a bug out bag, and that's basically some extra clothes that are made to be worn outdoors. I actually have a couple of them. I have one that is urban. It's urban gear. It's the black and gray camouflage. Got a full set. A lot of camping equipment, improvised tools. So a couple of powders, stuff like that. You never know. And then I have one that is for long term, which has a full ghillie suit, which I found that in a storage locker. And if you know about a ghillie suit, it's what snipers wear whenever they want to get completely lost. But I have a wide range of different go bags. I have, some heavy duty jackets in case I ever have to go up north. And my intention is to never use any of these. These are things that I have found over the years, and I say, you know what? This could be something I can use. I'm not talking about going to Academy Sports or Dick's Sporting or whatever and go dropping $1,000. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you have stuff laying around, if you have a jacket, in a big duffel bag, put it all together. That's all I'm saying. And this isn't about doom and gloom. This is about survival. This is about being prepared in the event of a hurricane. This is in the event of if someone gets pissed off and starts shooting and you got to get out quickly, whether it be your neighborhood, having a go bag in a vehicle in case you break down on the side of the road to have some extra water or a blanket, and I've seen a lot of y'all's vehicles. Y'all don't have that shit in there, but it's something that's, a lot of people don't think about. And it's not about being a prepper or survivalist or anything like that. It's like, okay, let's just play a little game in our head. If we were to break down right now and no one was around to help us, what would happen? If we were all sitting in the house and the power goes out, okay, and we get our little radio, and our radio, even the radio is dead, so there's no information coming in. Are you going to be the person that, you know, that is going to be prepared for that? You know, let's say there's radio silence, power goes out, which that would be an EMP event, just so you guys know. You know, where your watch on your wrist doesn't work, your phones don't work, and your car don't crank up. By the way, a solar flare can cause an EMP, but it could also be a multitude of different types of attacks. So there's 3 types of bombs that can set off an EMP. One of them, you won't survive, period. If you're close enough to have an EMP, you're dead within a few days of radiation. So, wow, that got dark. Didn't mean to go down that road, but it's in my head, so I wanted to get it out. I'm trying to poop out all this information for you guys. But yeah, it's basically a reminder. You know, that's the reason I mention it now. It's basically a reminder just to get ready. So, and my big thing right now is I ain't got a bunch of shit to turn into cash. So, anyways, I'm going to go up to the storage unit and I'm going to get some more shelves, get them moved over. That white shelf that had the cars and toys on it, I got, I think, 2 or 3 of them. So I'm going to get one more and start hanging, because I got, oh my God, I got so much jewelry. I'm going to get one more of them and start getting that set up with jewelry. And then the other 2 I'm going to put together, take pictures, put them online, see if I can get them sold. If I don't sell them, then I'll just put more stuff on them. But I'm trying to get everything organized for my garage sale this Friday. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to be, I plan on having enough pictures to get it posted on Facebook and Craigslist. Wow. The drink's been sitting out. It has a little bit of stuff in it. So, but if you ever want to do some research, there's a lot of people out there. Just understand that there's certain people that want to get clicks and views and things like that. And Ben, he doesn't give a shit. He's honestly just trying to get information out there. And he's, you know, he's anti-global warming, but he has the science to mention his things. We're actually going into a global cooling, so that's his prediction. So, and it takes a while to understand everything that he's saying, unless you're in the science field. I'm not in the science field, but I have been following him, so now, you know, he kind of mentions things, and after 10 years you pick up 1 or 2 things. So, but that's it for now. After I grab these shelves, I think I'm gonna go to a different Walmart. Oh yeah, my Walmart was out of water, so I gotta go to a different Walmart. And well, hold on, it was out of the water that I want to buy. Yeah, they still had water, just not the kind that I like. So I'm gonna go to a different Walmart and see if they have some. But that's it for now. Peace, love, money. I'm out.